The Alpha training Daniel and Ethan journeyed to the secluded enclave of Daniel's uncle, Rocky, the leader of a unique vampire tribe. This tribe prided itself on living harmoniously without harming humans, a stark contrast to many of their kind. Upon arrival, Daniel wasted no time in explaining their dire situation to Rocky. He recounted their narrow escape from the vampire hunters and the increasing danger posed by Marcus and his men. Rocky listened intently, nodding in understanding. He was well aware of the growing threat of vampire hunters. "That's why we're training," he said, his tone serious. "We've been preparing for this eventuality." Rocky introduced them to the legendary vampire protector, Dakal. Dakal is ruthless in battle but possesses a heart full of love for our kind. He will train you. The duo could see the respect and admiration in Rocky's eyes as he spoke of Dakal. Dakal accepted Daniel and Ethan as his students, integrating them into his rigorous training program alongside his other students. Every night became a test of their mettle. The training was grueling. Each night, the students hunted, with the challenge of capturing larger prey pushing them to their limits. The strict rule against hunting humans was enforced with unwavering discipline. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Daniel and Ethan grew stronger, honing their abilities and learning new techniques under Dakal's watchful eye. The bond between them also deepened, forged in the fires of relentless training. The culmination of their training arrived with the ultimate test, to select their best buddy and face them in combat. Naturally, Daniel and Ethan paired up, ready to test their skills against each other. Their duel was intense and exhilarating. Daniel had the upper hand but chose to prolong the fight, enjoying the challenge Ethan presented. Despite the competitive nature of the duel, there was an undercurrent of mutual respect and camaraderie. With the final test completed, the training officially ended. However, Daniel found himself grappling with unexpected emotions. His feelings for Ethan had grown beyond brotherly affection, becoming something deeper and more complex. Daniel was confused and torn. He loved Arya deeply, yet his feelings for Ethan had transformed. He feared that revealing these emotions might anger Ethan and disrupt their bond, something he desperately wanted to avoid. The day arrived when their training concluded, and it was time to leave Rocky's haven. Daniel and Ethan prepared to face their enemies, now stronger and more united than ever. Yet Daniel's internal conflict remained unresolved. As they bid farewell to Rocky and the tribe, Daniel's heart was heavy with unspoken feelings. He knew their journey ahead would be fraught with danger, but he also feared the personal turmoil that lay within, his love for Arya and his growing affection for Ethan created a whirlwind of emotions that he struggled to comprehend. However, he pushed these feelings aside, focusing instead on the task at hand, defeating Marcus and his hunters. With their training complete, Daniel and Ethan left Rocky's enclave. The time spent with Rocky and Dakal had not only strengthened their bodies, but also fortified their spirits. They were now ready to face whatever challenges awaited them, armed with newfound skills and a deeper understanding of themselves and each other. Daniel couldn't help but reflect on the journey that lay ahead. The road was fraught with peril, but he was confident in their ability to face it. They had trained hard and grown stronger, and their bond was now unbreakable. Despite his internal turmoil, Daniel knew that their combined strength and determination would see them through. Ethan, too, felt a renewed sense of purpose. His near-death experience had taught him the value of his vampire nature, even as he continued to resist its darker impulses. He was determined to use his abilities to protect those he cared about and to exact vengeance on Marcus for what had happened to Arya. Daniel's feelings for Ethan continued to swirl within him. His love for Arya had been pure and profound, but his growing affection for Ethan was different, complex, and confusing. He feared that revealing these feelings might drive a wedge between them, but he also knew that honesty was essential for their partnership to thrive.